Persian eyes, but she's from Nicaragua. Thought you was Persian love.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Deasia. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Toronto. Today, you guys are going to be doing my hair with me. I'm going to be showing you guys how I do the knotless box braids with the beads at the end. In order to do this style, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need some clips to make your life easier, as well as a scrunchie. You're also going to need a rat tail comb to part your hair and something to detangle your hair. I'm using a brush. You're going to need some shine and jam or anything that you prefer to slick down the base of your hair, a mirror, well, two mirrors honestly, but a mirror to part your hair, as well as some small elastic band and the beads of your choice. These are the beads that I'm going for. They're a little bit big because I plan on doing my hair kind of big, not jumbo, but kind of big. I'm also going to be using some mousse to finish off my hair, as well as this Expression pre-stretched hair. I'm using the 52-inch hair in the color 30 because my hair, as you can see, it's not black. One of these, this is not necessary, but I do recommend just to make the process go by a little bit faster. So if you're here just for the tutorial, you can follow the timestamp down below. And if you're here for a chit chat while I do my hair, then hey, welcome to my channel. I'm planning on doing the braids above my hair length, which is kind of long. So yeah, let's get into it. Before I actually start my hair, I actually like to blow dry my hair. My hair is currently blow dried just so that I don't have to stop and detangle my hair. What I like to do after it's blow dried is I'm actually gonna go through and part my whole head and kind of just twist down about halfway just so that the parts stay separated, just because I don't like to stop and part and then braid and stop and part. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna do that off camera so that I can kind of try to speed through it, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys and we can start our little chat. I have finished parting my hair and now I'm gonna start feeding in some of my hair and braiding it. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do it when I get to the front of my head, just so it's easier to see. Now we're just going to chat while I do my hair. So let's talk about my hair actually. So I got the color 30. It's like really brown, like it's not giving ginger. My hair is giving, you know, a lot. So I'm just gonna have to see if it blends. Honestly, I'm really hoping that it does because I was actually really excited to do this style. It's been actually a few months since I've done braids. I usually do braids myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to braid my whole head first, and then I'm going to go back and add the beads. And because I did them kind of big, I'm not sure if you guys can really see the parts, but because I did them kind of big, I'm just hoping that this really does not take too long. I'm going to time it just to see how long it takes. So it took me about an hour to part my hair. It's currently 2:45, so we'll take note of that. As I mentioned, my hair, as you can see, is dyed. In December, I dyed it with a Sizzling Copper High Lift or High Color hair dye, and it lifted a little bit. It was like reddish. It wasn't even like a bright or like a noticeable red. It was just like, it looked reddish brownish to me. So then in May, I then dyed it again. I think I want to say I dyed it copper, like just a straight color copper in May. And together it mixed into this ginger color. And at first, when I first dyed the copper color, it literally came out red. And as I was just washing it, maybe after like a month or two, maybe even a few more months, it literally just set into that ginger color that I wanted, which is exactly what I wanted. I kind of want my hair to just be out of the way and protected, especially this winter, because I'm someone, I will wear a wash and go in the middle of winter. It will be negative 25 degrees. I think I mentioned I'm from Toronto, so it'll be negative 25 degrees and I will wear my hair in a wash and go. I'll wear it in a puff, I'll wear it in a bun. All the things you're not supposed to do with your hair during winter, I do with my hair during winter. See, since I went ginger, I don't really want to go back to black. Like, I love my hair, especially in this color. I love the way it wash and goes. I love the way hairstyles look. The only thing is, like, doing braids and stuff, it's a little risky because you really don't know what color is going to match. I think this color is successfully matched though. If you plan on dyeing your hair, just expect your hair to be dry. And you really want to find what products work for your hair before you dye it. You really don't want to go through that whole trial and error phase. What I find works for my hair, and honestly what I recommend, if you dye your hair, deep condition as much as possible. Personally, I deep condition every single time I wash my hair, or I do some type of like hair mask, but I want to say a solid 99% of the time I deep condition my hair. Get a really good deep conditioner, stick with that, make it your best friend. I'm really impressed with how well this color is blending into my hair. I'm not even like the fastest braider. I'm not a fast braider at all. I actually think I'm a very slow braider, but based on the back row, it does seem to be going by kind of fast. Like it does. I think I'm probably gonna be able to finish this in a few hours. And honestly, I would say that this is probably one of the easier styles to do. This is definitely one of the easier styles to do. And it's not that these styles are complicated. These styles are very easy. If you're a beginner getting into doing your own hair, these styles are very easy. They are just time consuming. And I would say knotless box braids, so this style that I'm doing is also very beginner friendly. If you know how to braid, then you can definitely do this. I would say it's even easier than like doing the knot, plus it looks so much better. I'm also always looking for like new hairstyles, so literally if there's something that you want to see on my channel, let me know. Currently end of September and 2022 has literally flown by. I have no words. It's that part of the year where I feel like things are like picking up the pace. Like I feel like at the end of August, I kept telling my friends, like I feel like I mentally set some type of timer in my head because I just kept seeing like September to December. I feel like that's a time where it's like you gotta start, you know, hitting your goals. I feel like for spring to summer, everybody's like, yeah, fitness, let me get in the gym to look good for summer. And then after summer, everybody's like, okay, summer's over, let me just go back to whatever life I was living. But I feel like September to December is the time where you really start hitting your goals. You really start paying attention to how you're gonna reach your goals and just doing the things that you tell yourself you're gonna do but you don't actually do. And it's really easy to just get caught up and be like, okay, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. But I feel like for me this year, I don't know, this is a year where I actually want to get things done. September has been a very productive month for me, and I'm really happy with like the growth so far. But honestly, I'm someone who's constantly working towards their goals. Literally, like I have journals that literally say what month I'm supposed to be doing what and all of that. This September to December has a different like calling to it for me. So if you follow my Instagram, you'll probably see like I've been up to a lot this month. One of my recent commitments to myself was waking up before 7. Now eventually the goal is to start waking up at 6. But honestly, I feel like I'm not yet busy enough to start waking up at 6, because when I wake up, I do start my morning routine. If that's something that you would like to see, then, you know, let me know. But I wake up at like 6:30. If I'm sleeping in, then 6:45. Do some morning yoga, which I really like. Making sure that I'm in the gym before 9 o'clock. Sometimes if the goal is to get there for 8, then getting there for 8. Anything that needs to get done is getting done. You know, just staying on top of things. And I have to say that it's honestly like changed my life. Before, I used to be like, hey, I wake up earlier than 9, yay. But now I wake up at 6:30 or like 6:45 to start my morning routine. And not because I have early classes or because I have work, simply because that's the time I told myself I'm gonna wake up, just so that I can achieve every single goal that I set for myself that day. And if it's one of those where I decide not to do it for whatever reason, because I am human, sometimes I'm feeling lazy, then it's gonna get done the next morning at 8 a.m. I took a little social media break at the beginning of this year, and honestly, I feel like it was so needed. It was like the cleanse that I didn't know that I needed. I was still on YouTube, was still on TikTok. But TikTok is a part of the problem. Like TikTok is so addictive. That's one reason that I just decided to see how far I can get when I focus. And that means in every avenue. And you know, at the end of the year, you're kind of just assessing like, okay, what did I achieve this year? And then you go to make New Year's resolutions in January and the same thing happens. I don't want this year to be like every other year. Like, the mindset has changed from reaching my goals to just correcting the habits that would either get me to my goals or hinder me from getting to my goals. And so that's why I've really just been practicing having an overall healthier lifestyle. I've been feeling just very motivated to reach my goals, but the thing about motivation is motivation really doesn't last. Like, you can't do anything off of just motivation. You really have to have the discipline and the drive to do it, and that's honestly what I'm trying to instill in myself, because, you know, the only way you can reach your goals is if you actually get up and reach your goals. Yeah, I've just been changing my identity to match the person that reached the goals. Does that make sense? I really hope it makes sense. I just don't want to stay in the habit of saying, oh, later, 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 you know, making the mistake of thinking that there's always time later to do something, as opposed to just doing it now. Like, what's the hold up for? I want to say I've always been someone who could just sit without my phone for some time and just like occupy myself by like thinking, or just, you know, planning something in my head. But like, when you don't shove your phone in your face as soon as you wake up, it literally just changes your day. For some reason, you don't naturally gravitate towards your phone. You don't, you know, run to every notification that you get. It's been about 2 hours since I originally started, and I want to say after this row I'm gonna be about halfway. This is definitely the fastest I have ever braided my hair, so I'm very pleased, especially with the way this color is blending into my hair. I'm actually really liking it. I'm gonna finish this last braid and probably take a little break while I grab a snack, and probably continue braiding and then come back when I'm closer to the top. Almost done. Yeah, but for now this is what it's looking like. But all these ends are gonna be cut and the beads are gonna go on. So I'll be seeing you guys shortly. It's much later in the evening. I did take a little break and then I came back and did a lot of my hair. I like finished it up quite a bit. I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. Can you guys see? Super cute. And I even like the beads that I chose. It really blended in really nicely. So now I'm just gonna give a little tutorial. In my head, I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger. I honestly made the parting a lot smaller than I planned. I'm going to take my Shine and Gem. Again, you can use whatever type of slicking product you want. I'm gonna use Shine and Gem. I'm gonna put it at the base of the braid. And if you have really like soft hair and you find it hard to grip, you might want to put it like on the hair itself, at least until you can start properly braiding it down. After you have the Shine and Gem in, you want to then separate your hair into 3 pieces the way you would with a normal braid, and you want to do 1 rotation. Now this middle strand is at the front of my face. This strand that was at the front of my face is now in the middle. This is where you're going to grab your first piece of hair. I'm taking one of the thicker pieces. I'm putting it with the middle strand and the strand that's closest to the front of my base. Okay. After that, I'm going to do another rotation. 1 and 1 more. 2. Now the strand that should have no braiding hair should be at the front of your base. I'm then going to take another piece, a thinner piece, and I'm going to add it to the middle strand and the front strand that had no hair. I'm just going to keep braiding down. Now, if you are feeding in more hair and you want it to be longer, you can braid it down and add it in the same way. Again, you're always adding to the middle strand and the strand that's closest to the front of your face. So now I'm just going to braid all the way down. So now that I have it braided all the way down, I'm just going to add the beads. If you don't know how to add the beads, it's pretty simple. Usually beads come with a little thing like this to help put it on. First, I'm going to put the bead on it, and I'm going to put my hair through this little hoop, kind of just slide the bead on. Very, very, very straightforward. I'm going to do that for all 3 beads. Just on my tippy toes. Once you have all 3 beads, you want to make sure that it's the same length as the rest of these, and you want to take that bottom bead, wrap the hair up, grab one of the mini elastic bands, and kind of just wrap it around until it's nice and tight. Now that little excess hair piece, I'm just going to cut it off. I braided the hair a little bit past my natural hair, so I have no issues cutting it off. The other side, I'm going to try to explain it a different way for the people who may not have understood the first technique. So again, I'm going to detangle. And then I'm going to grab my Shine Gem and just slick the base of the hair. And I'm going to split my hair off into 3 sections. This is piece 1, this is piece 2, and this is piece 3. So we're going to go 1 rotation. 1. Now, piece 1 is in the same spot. Piece 3 is in the middle where piece 2 was, and piece 2 is where piece 3 was. I'm going to grab my thicker strand of hair. I'm going to add it to piece 2 and 3. Then I'm going to braid twice. 1, 2. Now piece 1 that has no hair is where piece 3 was, and I'm going to add a second strand of hair, and I'm going to add it to the middle strand. No idea what number that was. Add it to the middle strand and piece 1, and then I'm just going to keep braiding down.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, 2-turn.
I'm just going to add my beads. I'm just going to cut off the excess hair. And for my favorite part, the mousse. I like to add a good amount of mousse, honestly, because why not? To make my hair last a little bit longer on the days, whenever I notice that it's starting to get frizzy, I just start adding mousse and just tying it down with a tie head or a head tie, whatever you guys call it. And then let me go do my edges because my hair is not done without doing my edges. My edges, I'm using the True Edge Controller, honestly. The thing about this, it does hold your edges, but it just turns a little bit white. I haven't yet found my edge control that I will forever be loyal to. Like, if you have any suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments because I would love to try some of your favorite edge controls. But this one, there's definitely better. And just like that, my hair is done. It's currently 10:15. It took me about 7 hours to do this style. As you guys could probably see while I was talking, I'm a slow braider. So it could take, I want to say it roughly 7 hours, maybe less if you're a fast braider, especially because I didn't do my parts huge, but I didn't do them small either. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you're interested in some more hair videos or any type of videos that you're interested in, just let me know. I really do my hair a lot, so I'd love to do more hair videos. I'm definitely branching out and becoming more adventurous when it comes to my hair. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow my Instagram at @thatdeja. I'll link it down below. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.